This is Andy Reistetter on a journey to Olympic golf in a very special part of Honduras out here at Pristine Bay on the Black Pearl course, number 4. And I'm here with Jimmy Mikkelsen, who I understand has been a shaper for Dye Designs going way back to 1989 and is also a golf course superintendent.
That's right.
So how do you get to become a shaper, and what's that like to be the person that really finalizes all the curves and the shapes of a golf course?
Well, with me it came, my grandfather had a dozer service, and then I started working on golf courses as a high school kid, and then went to college at Colorado State and got my degree in landscape horticulture, turfgrass management. And then was working out of college in Denver, where Perry's office is, and
there's the connection, the old Colorado.
I ran into Perry, and then went to work for him actually as a superintendent in New Jersey. And then he found out I knew how to run a bulldozer, and I was quickly out of the country and working all over the world. So that's how it happened. But
and I understand Perry pretty much at the age of 12 got into construction. Working with his dad, and so did he give you like a driver's or a bulldozer test to know that you really knew your stuff?
Kind of. He watched me for a little bit. He pretty much threw me out there and then came and saw what I did, and then we kind of went from there. So, but yeah, I grew up in Colorado Springs, and he and his dad built one of the first ones in Colorado down there, what we call Gates. It's a country club of Colorado, and he was working there as a teenager, I know that, but he's got a few years on me, so I didn't know him then. Not many, but...
So Jimmy, I'm just a fellow. I was on this journey to Olympic golf, and then I got tied into Perry Dye, and I'm on what I call the Dye Designs Drive.
Yeah.
I was at Top Tee and La Reunion in Guatemala. I was at El Encanto in El Salvador, and here I am in Honduras at this beautiful place called Black Pearl. But you were the shaper for all those golf courses.
Yep.
So tell me about each of the projects, just things that entered your mind as you were working with Perry and others and finishing them.
Well, the La Reunion project in Antigua, Guatemala, I hadn't ever been to Central America, but got there, and it was a spectacular site. It was a difficult site. It was on the side of a volcano and very rocky, very sandy, loose ground with the rocks, and rains 160, 180 inches a year there. So it was a battle.
And with lava flow not that far away, so a little sketchy
earthquakes,
at
times. They kept us off the site several times when it was erupting. But yeah, that one was interesting for that respect. But we got it done timely. I think we did that a year and a half, something like that, and then.
And Top Tee, I mean, the switch of a button, a driving range that converts into a golf course.
That one, where I was here for sure. That was more or less. Got a call after the Central American Championships here from the man that was building it, and it was fairly Perry, and he said, "You have a couple of minutes to go down there and shape something for me." So I went down there and got a D8, and I shaped it in 3 days, I think, something like that, and then went back occasionally to clean it up and put the greens and things in. So that was a side job for sure. But
so you're kind of like a closer, like a relief pitcher in baseball. Well, tell me about El Encanto, which I played the 6 holes.
Good.
It's spectacular.
Yeah, that's another beautiful site. Another difficult site. The remaining holes are much more conducive to not having to move so much dirt and things, but yeah, that one is going to be, right up there with the rest of them. I mean, we don't do too many bad ones, so they're all pretty good. But yeah, that one's going along a little bit slower. We have a few issues with just a few permits and things like that, but we'll get that done in the next year or so.
And how about here, when you first set your eyes on this property, what was it like?
Well, this one was unique to me because I was working in Guatemala, and the owner said, "Well, we have one in Roatan. Do you want to go over there with Perry?" I said, "Sure." Then I said, where and what is Roatan, so I wasn't real familiar. I didn't know it was an island or anything, but I was very happy when I got over here, and then the owners said, "You want to stay on and be the superintendent too?" And I said, "Great, I'm off at Dozer for a while," but we kept building them anyway. But this is home. My family is here with me, and we've been here for almost 6 years. But I base myself here instead of the U.S. now, and try to keep this place as playable as possible, and then also work on the other golf courses. And we have a couple more planned too.
So you picked the course with the island green on an island.
Yeah.
Paradise.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure.
So you're a world traveler. What do you think about this fella Andy Reistetter and this journey to Olympic golf, driving from St. Louis to Rio, 14,000 miles?
I was very intrigued when I heard about it. You're a brave person. I haven't got to speak any Spanish with you yet. Or is that?
I don't know any Spanish.
So you are extremely motivated. Then I think it's awesome. Sounds like a fun project. If you get to stop in the places you've stopped so far, I've been to all of them, and I know they're all nice places. So.
Well, I think I'm running out of dye design courses until I get to Panama City, and then there's a lot of them in Rio. Maybe one of them, well, I won't say that, but one could be the backup Olympic course, I guess.
Yeah, and I still have a friend down there that's been down there with an old dye guy that's been down there, Dan Blankenship, who's been down there for years. And one of my partners that's working over at the Gary Player course right now worked in Brazil for years too, and so
another contact in the direction I'm going.
Yeah, well, he's in Tela now, so his wife is Brazilian. He can tell you where to go and who to talk to down there. So.
Well, Jimmy, thanks for taking the time, and I've enjoyed playing. I didn't play the golf course at Top Tee, but La Reunion, El Encanto, and here at Black Pearl, just world-class golf and world-class exciting venues. And thanks for taking the time, and I enjoy your talents, and I guess I would thank you with the rest of the golfers out there. Thanks for the challenges.
It's a joy for me too, so no worries. I'm glad you came.